Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from the Black Business School. If I look a little tired, it's because I am. I just got done giving a speech at Millikan University in Decatur, Illinois, and then I got to fly home, and then I got to fly to Atlanta, where I'm going to be at the Elementary Genocide screening. You can buy tickets for it actually at elementarygenocide.com. And it was a nice experience. It was great to meet the students and the faculty, and the speech was kind of funny because, I was talking about racism, racial inequality, economic inequality, and a lot of other things that affect us as Black people. And, and I think that, and I know my position is pretty clear that I'm sick of lying. I'm sick of lying about, history. I'm tired of being afraid of talking, or afraid to talk about the truth as far as what's happened to our people. And it was interesting because the crowd was mixed. The president of the university was there. A lot of white students were there, and there were a lot of Black students there. And the way it kind of goes is a lot of the Black people cheer when I speak, and then some of the white people get it. A lot of them do not. I know that afterward, when I did the book signing, it was mostly Black people online. There were a few maybe 3 white people out of maybe 50 or 40 Black people that were there. And I find that it almost seems that the drive to become honest about racism and to kind of confront white supremacy has created a very divided country that we live in. You just really have people drawing lines in the sand, and people that are not willing to let go of tradition, and people that are demanding something better. And I don't know if it's going to get any better, because it got pretty ugly. And I felt kind of bad for the non-Black people who were in the audience, but it didn't slow me down. And I remember there were some students there that, it was kind of unfortunate. I love the school, but I found out that from what someone told me, they said they didn't have any African-American faculty on the entire campus. And that's so true at so many college campuses, and I just think that's wrong. I think Black students should demand that be changed. And also, in terms of who gets admitted to these campuses, they need to stop just focusing on Black men who can dribble basketballs and throw footballs. They need to also bring in Black men who want to do math and biology and things like that, because one of the challenges that a lot of campuses have is that there's a void in leadership, Black male leadership, because all the Black men are too busy, kissing the butts of the coaches to actually do anything for their people and their community, and they're being given this preferential treatment. So sometimes it leads to this weird detachment that some athletes have to the struggles of Black people. And so ultimately, I kind of observed all of this, and I remember when I was there, one of the administrators was saying that it would be hard to get someone like me to come and teach at a school like that. And I said, yeah, I know I couldn't do it because I can't really move to Decatur, Illinois. But I said, there are ways to do it, though. There are ways to use technology where I can interact with your students, on some sort of regular basis. And really, I think a lot of campuses should do this. I think that if you're on a campus and you want Black professors on your campus, you should demand that. And one thing you could propose is, having someone like, similar to myself, not just me. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about any of the great faculty that are out here, Dr. Claude Anderson, Julianne Malveaux, people like that, and have them do maybe a Skype session with your students once every couple of weeks. It would be far cheaper than actually hiring a faculty member. It would be easier to get the person there as opposed to asking them to uproot their entire life. And everybody wins, so you could get something for $10,000 that might normally cost you $150,000 or $200,000. So the university should be happy. But I think at the end of the day, this issue kind of has to be addressed. And so I remember walking out of there and I said, oh gosh, I was joking with the students during the speech. I said, man, I know the white folks are going to be mad at me, but I got to tell you the truth. I'm not your friend. I'm not doing a service to you, nor am I doing a service to my ancestors by lying to you. And if you feel uncomfortable with what I'm saying, it's probably because you should be. But at the same time, don't mistake love, that Black people self-love, for any kind of hatred for whites. I don't have to hate you in order for me to love myself. But if you tell me to not love myself, then I am going to fight you for my right to do exactly what you do for your own. There's nothing wrong with that. So anyway, that was kind of the whole gist of the speech. And I'm about to go to bed, but I just thought I'd give a quick recap. It was really a lot of fun, and now I'm so sleepy, I'm about to go to bed. So if you're going to be in Atlanta, I guess I'll see you in Atlanta. And, I decided it's kind of fun to sort of bring the camera with me on my little travels and stuff, so that maybe you guys can kind of chime in and see what's going on. So take care, and I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.